Kunshin that's no longer taking him up. But ultimately, I do love this hero. Against a Titan, she's going to get a B grade there. Reason being, actually, this is a weird fact. It's actually really annoying. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Mother North. Keeping that cute little fluffy man up in the North Pole nice and warm. Protects ya. That's what a good wife does. She's got 605 on her attack. She's got 819 on her defense. And man, she's been eating a lot of cookies over the winter. She's got 1462 on her health. Statistically, she's a monster when it comes to her defense. Her health, not so great. She is part of Santa's Challenge event, which comes out every year around Santa Claus time. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 50 gems, 1 energy refill, 100,000 silver, and 1 free champion, Executioner. All your treasure is waiting for you right over here. Each fallen ally has 50% chance to get revived with 10% HP, summons an elf minion for each ally with 10% HP, and 10% attack inherited from the caster. She loves bringing back the dead. She's got some elves thrown at you. I love this hero a lot, especially with the fact that she's reviving at a 50% chance, giving them 30% health. Let's break her down a little bit. She is a cleric hero, which means that she is fighting with a couple of heroes. Not too many, to be honest with you. Cleric emblems could be open. You do have some that show up on your defense, not so much now when you have a Kunshin that's no longer taking them up. But ultimately, I do love this hero. Against a Titan, she's going to get a B grade there. Reason being, actually, this is a weird fact. It's actually really annoying having your summon elf minions go off into a Titan battle, and it actually slows the whole process down because you got to wait for all your minions to hit. That's definitely a factor that most people don't consider. But ultimately, she is okay against Titans. Definitely probably more usable if you don't really have a lot of heroes, or potentially you're fighting lower level Titans to where you're banking on the fact of her reviving your team and stuff like that. It will help out a little bit. Definitely not going to be used in the later levels. So I do see that there might be the appeal to have the 50% chance to revive all your guys, but the problem is her attack power is so low and she doesn't do anything to really impact the board to give you a high tile damage Titan attack. So I'm not really too stoked on her against Titans. That's why she's got a B grade there. However, when we look at her offensive grade, she's going to get an A+. I absolutely love this hero personally. I know a lot of other people use her really quite well, especially right now with this game being so fast. You could potentially get blown out by Vila, Gravemaker, and Teleria, and then you just kind of weather the storm a bit, and then you use her and you can revive all your heroes and potentially come back from the dead. I've done it so many times against Teleria, and I just think that I'm gonna die, but she has such a revival rate at 50%. It's definitely a huge factor. I absolutely love her on offense. I think that she'd be great in all facets of the game. Doesn't really matter what the tank is. Even though she is at slow speed, she's really great on offense. She's gonna get an A+ grade there. When we look at her tank grade, she's going to get a B grade as a tank, mostly because you're not really using her to her advantage. She's kind of one of those heroes that late game you want her to go off and really change the board. So when she's running as a tank, I'm not really too stoked on her. I wouldn't recommend putting her there. When we take a look at her flank grade, she's going to get a B grade there. She does have utility to be used there, but ultimately you're missing out still on her high impactingness to what she brings to the table, I'm not really stoked. She's going to get a B grade there. Now she does get an A grade in the wing. She used to be an A plus hero, but I would say this game has turned a little bit faster than it used to be, and you can't kind of pick her off. A lot of times people are waiting for it. They know when she's going to go off. You can kind of plan around her, especially with her being at slow speed. It's not as much of an impact. I know she rivaled against a hero like Albie or Albrick, however you want to go ahead and say it. So in terms of defensively, if I had to pick between the two, between Mother North and Albrick, honestly, it's really tough, but I would probably choose Albrick on defense, but I would choose Mother North on offense. Ultimately, I think they do really well together, and they're great heroes. So on defense, she's going to get an overall grade of an A, mostly because she does have utility in the different phases, but her win grade, I can't justify bringing her down to an A- because she is such a solid hero, especially if you're not running Teleria tanks. When we take a look at her weekly raid grade, she's going to get an A on rush attack. This should actually potentially flex up to an A+. I absolutely love this hero on rush attack. She saved me a ton of times. It doesn't really matter what they're doing. As long as I can get her firing off at very fast speed, I'm able to recover the board quite frequently. I use her personally on rush attack quite frequently. I really love this hero on rush attack. Look at her buff grade. She's going to get a B grade on buff, mostly because she doesn't really impact the board at all in terms of buff. It's not really going to change anything, plus she's running at slow speed. And when we look at Bloody Battle, she's going to get a D grade. The only time you're using her on Bloody Battle is you want to have just some fun and you like messing up your own raid tournaments and you hate emblems. So don't do that. Don't put her on Bloody Battle. You're going to get a D grade. So her overall grade, she's going to get an A grade. I couldn't justify bringing her any further down because of how amazing she is on offense. Really high utility hero. Absolutely love her. So if you like the content, please make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll check you out on the next one. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Old St. Nick's wife. None other than Mother North. Keeping everything all frigid and warm up there in the North Pole. Keeping my good friend Santa Claus tender and warm and